When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern. Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense has the ball first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. This offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority #1.
He'll run it again. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step #1. It was priority #1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ball.
No We're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. So the Oregon Ducks offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Moore will throw. That's reeled in. It's Whittington. He's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Ducks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Makes the catch. It's Stewart. He works his way inside the 30. They'll mark it down at the 29. It brings up fourth down, and let's see what they do. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Turning it on. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop in a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Moore to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Intercepted to stop the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Just such a nice job by him. understanding his responsibility in that cover 2 zone scheme. He's just floating over the middle of the field. He's just very aware of tight ends and running backs around him. And as soon as he sees color, as soon as he sees an intended target, he's already running that way. He's able to jump the throw and pick it up.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Farrell. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Farrell. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He'll keep it himself. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They were rolling with the option, and the quarterback kept it, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
I'm impressed with this defense. They are locked in and defending the option right now. Guys are playing assignment football, and they're just doing a great job with their eye discipline. They saw the QB pull that ball. They knew exactly who had it. They got to him and created the turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Wants to adjust the pattern. The toss sweep to the right. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Moore will throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
It'll be third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third down, going up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Ducks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And he loses the football. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that always stings for the offense. They are raring and ready to go. Got the chin strap buckled, ready to go try to get some points, ready to execute. Your guy puts it on the ground, deflation. You got to walk back to the sidelines. All right, defense, I need another stop.
They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here comes the heat. The short hands, it's Hughes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to get the ball to the back in the flat there, but how about the tackle by the linebacker out in space? That guy's not easy to bring down one-on-one, but he did an outstanding job.
Got a man. It's Hughes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Finds his man. It's Stewart. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They're up by 4 over the Groupers. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. Turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They didn't handle the rigors of a Big Ten schedule very well a season ago, and hoping that they've learned some lessons they can use this year.
I think the coaching staff also thinks, Reese, that they're a more mature team. They have better leadership in the locker room. And, David, they're hoping that that's going to show up week in, week out in what's going to be a brutal Big Ten schedule.
Brutal. And, listen, you're hoping also they got something in their neck, right? Like, you're hoping they want some payback, right? Because that should have left a really bad taste in your mouth a year ago, and you should be ready to get that out, and you should be ready to extract some revenge. So let's see if this team comes out with a chip on their shoulder.
Looking for a man. It's Stone. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Albright. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the option, they'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Stone. Here's a heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you can see this offense, man, they found something, and they want to push that ball down the field and be aggressive. They're not afraid to take shots and try to make these big plays. So if I'm a defense man, I'm going to get back on my heels a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Moore will throw. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Catches it at the 15. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Wildcats will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Moore to the air. Pulls it in. It's Benson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Takes it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming with.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Paul, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll give it to him again. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure's there and he lets it go. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Whittington. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Hughes. At the 35, he's open. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it on the move. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver.
Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Number 92, set to kick this one away.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Fires to the tight end. What a cut. Now he's loose. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
This tight tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to pass. It's Stone. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown Ducks! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Farrell. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Stone. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his tool.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Defense in press coverage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Makes a grab past the marker. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Smith wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half, and here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. The Northwestern offense returns to the field.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to run. wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions. You're looking really, really good. You're late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to listen. It's their job to stop them. I like it. Offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. To the air on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. Going for it all. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Stewart. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball. And preserve time for their offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Albright. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
First down.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.